Hello, a very good morning to you and many thanks for joining us for the Friday edition of our Sports Today here on ABS TV. We'll say happy new month to you and welcome to the second half of 2022 year. Coincidentally, the first day in the third quarter of the year, and what a story has been, of course, for us in the States. But we'll focus on sports today. My name is Ike Nwokede. Today in the world of sports, we'll be looking at a whole lot of actions that are going on across your comfort zone and also beyond the shores of the states, national and international level. We'll be talking about the Anambra Independent Football League that enters match day 29 today. We'll talk about the new kid on the block, if I'm permitted to use that one. It's all about the Awka South Football League. Started a week back. We'll tell you about that on the show. We'll talk about athletics. Yes, and yesterday something historic has started in Anambra State, and it's all about the athletics, Anambra Athletics Championship. We'll have some of the video clips from the Awka City Stadium later on the show. Also on the show, we'll tell you about match day 36 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. The NPFL is back again, and Rangers International preparing to take on Shooting Stars tomorrow at the Awka City Stadium. Then we'll tell you about Anthony Joshua on the sports show, and also we'll be talking about female football, women's football, if you may want to call that, a story about Awka Angels FC. And Awka Angels FC is another team that wants to reshape, rewrite the story of football from the female angle. We will bring in the management of the team in due course on the sports show, Sports Today on ABS TV. Let's start with our first story. Let's talk about the Anambra Independent Football League. The AIFL enters match day 29 today, and matches will be played at Aguluzibo Township Stadium, Oye in Aguluzibo. That's where 4 of the matches will be played today. And I can tell you the first match has already commenced. The first match for the day started by 9 a.m. and it's a match between Dosad FC of Enugu and Hopeland FC of Newi. And it may interest you to know also that Dosad FC players and officials, and distant time, will be in Iran for a football program coming up, and later they will be leaving this month. That's to be part of a scouting program somewhere in Iran. A host of clubs that will be joining them for matches and to be played. They have this at the back of their mind at the end of the scouting program. Some players will be able to ink a deal playing with our top clubs in the Iranian league out there. So we'll be following up on that story. But back to Anambra Independent Football. You told you Dosad FC will be taking on Hopeland FC of Newi. By 11 a.m., Peace FC of Awka will be taking on Mekong United. That's champions in waiting. Already Mekong United have galloped away, and of course they are just playing for fun right now. Maybe the players that have not gotten the number of matches that will make them get a gold medal before or by the end of the season will now have their time to play. Maybe some of the players in the feeder team is also opportunity for the management of the team to equally test run and see what these players can do in anticipation of next season. So Mekong United, this is more like a practice match for them. But for Peace FC, playing for pride is also necessary, and trying to see if they can ascend at the league table. That match is coming up by 11 a.m. Peace FC, Mekong United. Peace FC is based in Awka, while Mekong United is based in Umunze. By 1 p.m. we'll be having Rangers FA of Achina expected to take on Bubendorf FC of Adazin Nuku, while by 3 p.m. the last match for the day we'll have Obeledu United expected to trade tackles with FC Hagdove of Awka. FC Hagdove is also making reviews where you talk about the league, the Anambra Independent Football League. So that's the story. Just to recap again, 9 a.m. Dosad will take on Hopeland FC. 11 a.m. is Peace FC taking on Mekong United. 1 p.m. is Rangers FA taking on Bubendorf FC. And by 3 p.m. we'll have Obeledu United taking on FC Hagdove. We'll move away from that. Let's talk about Awka South Football League. It's a program of the Awka South Local Football Council under the chairmanship of Mr. Chekube Ofili. the man they call Senior Man, and his crew, Mr. Miracle Nwune, is also the vice chairman of that committee. These two lads and a whole lot of other persons in Awka, alongside Mr. Anayo Obiako, have tried to see if they can bring back grassroots football at its best in Awka. And that's why they've launched a football program called the Awka South Football League. 7 clubs are taking part in the maiden edition of the Awka South Football League. New Sense, Onkoraf FC, the Wilson FC, Omuawolo FC, and Peace FC are part of it. But the football program continues. We had a match day 1 last weekend, and this weekend we will be venturing into match day 2. Match day 2, New Sense FC of Awka is expected to take on Onkoraf FC of Isuanyocha. That match will be played at the Awka Old Playing Pitch in Awka. That's almost adjacent to the Awka City Stadium, save for some few meters away, say about 100 meters away. You get to see the Awka Old Playing Pitch. That's a New Sense FC. That's the official playing ground when they will host Onkoraf FC of Isuanyocha in the match program of the Awka South Football League. Watch out for the Wilson FC of Okpuno. Last week I had the officials of the Wilson FC, and we had the likes of Mr. Ekeke and Stanley Ozoemen, the team manager and the coach of the side there to talk about the Wilson FC. You know what we'll do on the show is to tell you about clubs you don't know, clubs that are springing up, and bring them to limelight, focusing on grassroots football. That's what we'll do on sports today. The Wilson FC of Okpuno is expected to take on Fortune FC of Awka, and that game is expected to be played in Okpuno. We'll tell you about that subsequently as regards the playground. On Sunday, Omuawolo United will take on Peace FC of Awka. That match is coming at the Omuawolo Community School pitch. That's where the match will be played. So, New Sense, Onkoraf FC, watch out for the Wilson Fortune FC of Awka, and then Omuawolo United taking on Peace FC of Awka in the match day 2 program of the Awka South Football League. We'll move away from that. Let's talk about athletics. Yes, athletics. There's been a whole lot talking about athletics in the country, but we want to bring it down home. And the Anambra State Sports Development Commission, under the leadership of Honorable Chief Tony Oli, is trying to change the narrative for sports this time around, not just about football or other team sports. We want to talk about track and field. And yesterday, something historic happened at the Awka City Stadium. It will continue today. It's a 2-day program, and it's called the Anambra State Athletics Championship for under 15 and under 17 category. Yesterday, it started at the Awka City Stadium, and there was races like 100 meters. The 200 meters will be 200 meters event will be today. There was 400 meters. There was 800 meters. There will be 1,500 meters. There's also high jump, triple jump, javelin, shot put, discus, all in action today. And it's the first time it's happening. This program is for under 15 and under 17 boys and girls, and the 2-day event commenced on Thursday. That was yesterday, and is expected to clock off today, being Friday, happening at the Awka City Stadium. So these are some of the clips you sincerely got from there, and this is one of I think it was the under 15 finals for the female event yesterday, and this is for the female also. You could see the pace of these girls. These girls are raring to go. They want to be world-class stars. They want to be like the likes of Shirley Ann Fraser-Price, the likes of Maria Ozeta-Lu, and the likes of Hobbs, and a whole lot of them, Thompson Hera. So you could see the pace, and some of them were already doing sub-13, sub-12. Tells you that there is great future for sports, especially athletics, in Anambra State. So we had the semi-final 1, semi-final 2 yesterday, more like the heat for men, and then we had the finals coming through. And then what the story was, 17 local governments have participated in that one, just for missing owing to circumstances beyond their control. Obaro was not there, Nnewi South, and I think Anya Belung was also not there. But apart from them, all the local governments were part of the program for the Anambra State Junior Athletics Interlocal Government Championship. So schools, secondary schools were basically in action. And you remember that this is more like a prelude and a preparation for the big one coming up later in the year. We'll have the National Youth Sports. It's more like where you have the National Sports Festival this time around, you have the National Youth Sports Program coming up, National Youth Games coming up later in the year. We'll hear it's Kano, but we are hearing that it may be shifted from Kano to another state. So we'll be watching out for that. And as soon as we get reports on that one, we'll bring you up to the very latest or as regards that one. Let's talk about match day 36 rather, of the Nigeria Professional Football League. MFM is expected to take on Niger Tornadoes. Heartland will play Sunshine Stars. Remo Stars versus Enyimba International. Dakada FC will play Castina United. Plateau United is at home to Lobby Stars. Wiki Tourists will play Aqua United. Abia Warriors is at home to Gombe United. And watch out for this one happening at the Oka City Stadium. Rangers International will take on Shooting Stars FC in the match day 36 program of the Nigeria Professional Football League. And Rivers United is expected to take on Kano Pillars, and Kwara United is at home to Nasarawa United. Okay, let's just pause now from the news segment. Let's go towards the interview segment. Well, let's talk about a club making reviews in football in Anambra State, not on the male side, but on the female side. This club played in the 2022 Neros Anambra FA Cup, and they took on Maureen Madu's Kiddies FC. They lost 1-0 in the finals of that one. But the good story is that this club will be representing Anambra State. Yes, Oka Angels FC will be representing Anambra State in the 2022 edition of the ITO Cup alongside Maureen Madu Kiddies FC. Joining me on the show, I have the members of management of the club. I have Uchenna Ugochukwu, the sporting director of Oka Angels FC, joins me on the show this morning. And I also have Nneka Unigwe, the team manager, Oka Angels FC, joining me on the show. Good morning. Good to have you on Sports Today on a very short notice.
Good morning.
Okay, let's talk about Oka Angels FC. When you talk about this club, some people will ask, do we even have female football clubs? Yes, there is a female football club, and now you know. Let me start with you, Uchenna Ugochukwu, the sporting director of Oka Angels FC. Tell us about this club, Oka Angels FC, how it started, a bit of history with the existence of Oka Angels FC.
Oka Angels FC started at the St. Joseph's Catholic Church.
Okay.
So it started as a boys and girls.
Okay.
So, but as at 2020, after the coronavirus, so the head coach decided to move it to Oka. That was when he decided to make it only female. So he named it Oka Angels FC. So in that Oka, he noticed that there are so many talented female footballers. He tried to bring them together so that he will give them the adequate training they need in order to bring out the best in them. So that is how Oka Angels FC started. And the name of the head coach is Mr. Ellis. Mr. Ellis.
Okay.
Ezekwe.
Okay. Oh, that's the more of the proprietor of the club.
Angel, at first it was named Holy Rosary Football Club.
Holy Rosary Football Club.
Then at St. Joseph Catholic Church, Agube. So it was when he came into Oka that he decided to make it just only female. Before it was both male and female.
Okay.
So when he moved into Oka, he decided to make it only female. Yeah, that is where he named.
So it was more of male and female. But decided to focus more on
female.
Okay. Let me ask you, the team manager, what's the idea and concept behind the formation of Oka Angels FC?
As I said before, Oka Angel was combined both male and female before. But when the head coach moved to Oka, he saw many talented girls who have passion, who love the game of football. And he said that nobody was able to gather them. So he decided to leave the male and focus on the female. So he gathered the girls and started having training with them. And now he's improving them, bringing their talent, making them to actualize their dreams.
Okay.
So that is the main focus. That is the main important that the coach that's what made him to form that Oka Angels.
So it has been a story for you, bringing these girls together to play at one point now, and of course expecting that they show their God-given talents and maybe from there on go on to become big stars. Now, where is Oka Angels FC located? Okay, you made mention of that already. Let's talk about where they play right now, their playground, where if if I have a female football club and I want to play your club in a friendly, where exactly am I playing? Am I coming to play you?
We have our training at St. John of God Secondary School.
Okay, St. John of God Secondary School. Okay.
Yeah, that is our training pitch. But sometimes when we have match, we go to Oka City Stadium to have our match. But our main training pitch is at St. John of God Secondary School.
So basically, which day, if I have a female footballer that wants to come now to Oka Angels, where would I advise the female footballer to come to?
They should come to that St. John of God Secondary School.
On what days?
Friday, Saturday, Sundays.
Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What is the time for the training?
Friday by 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Saturday morning, 8 to 12. Then Sunday, 10 to 12.
10 to 12. So by so doing, since you are using St. John of God Secondary School as the official playground, that means there are some girls in that school also that you've co-opted to be part of your football program.
Yeah, because the Reverend Father, he's so much interested in the club. And he's helping us. He loves the game football, so he's bringing some of the girls to come and join us. We already have a defender there, name Oloma. The girl is doing well. Okay. But presently she's writing her WAEC, and after that she will join us. So the Reverend Father is usually behind us. So
it's a good story for you for Oka Angels FC. Let me inform you, Sports Today on ABS TV, and of course today we are having Uchenna Ugochukwu, Sports Director, Oka Angels FC, and Neka Unigwe, who happens to be the team manager, vibrant team manager, I have to say, of Oka Angels FC. Let me come back to the Sporting Director. Now, what are the plans and possibilities of playing professional women's league and also other leagues come next season?
Yes, we have better plans to play in next season, because in Oka Angels we have many talented female footballers who are willing and ready to bring out the best in them. But due to financial incapability, so the club is lacking behind, because sometimes we play 3 times in a week or 2 times in a week, and most of them are working. And in that terms of working, it distracts them in what they are doing. So we solicit for help from the government, so that they can assist us in some financial aspects, so that we can be able to camp them, so that they can concentrate and have their training every day, morning and night if possible, so that they can be able to bring out the best in them. Because some of them are coming from their homes, and some of them are working. And working and doing this one will distract them. So in making them not to concentrate more in what they are doing. So we solicit for help from the government to assist us in some areas.
More importantly, especially now that the club will be representing at the state. So it's a wake-up call, and of course it's a plea to the viewers out there, and maybe some people the top echelon in the government, that Oka Angels FC needs some assistance. Of course, they are the club that will be representing the state in the 2022 edition of the ITO Cup, which is expected to hold. And let me come back to the team manager. You said you moved from Aguleri now to Oka. Now, for the indigenes where the club is domiciled, how do they react seeing Oka Angels FC?
They are very happy. They accommodate us very well. They are very happy seeing a female club coming to their side. Do you understand? They are very happy. Most of them, they support us.
It's not quite common.
Yes, you can see in Anambra State. It's just only us and Molino, which is academy. So they are very happy. Even as I said before, the Reverend Father, he's very happy. He gives us every attention that we need.
That's the Reverend Father, the principal of
the St. John of God.
St. John, secondary school. Okay, what about recruitment? Are you planning on a recruitment anytime soon for players that may want to play, female footballers?
Oka Angel is being headed by just an individual. Do you understand? So we've not gotten to that level of giving public notice. So what we do that when you want to join us, when you come, we examine you, we know what you can do and where to help you improve. And for now, we don't have any funding or maybe selling form or other thing. When you come, when we scream, you see where to help you, and automatically you remember. Okay.
How many players do you have in your team presently?
I think now we are up to 30.
30?
30, 35, 40.
30, 35, 30 to 40 players you have right now, you say. These players you talked about, you made mention of the fact that some of them are working. Are there some of them that are students, maybe the Chuku, the Chuku Emeko Dumego Juku University, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, and other schools around?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have many of them that are schooling at Unizik.
Okay.
Most of Unizik players, they are with us. We have someone like Blessing Ezad, which is our secretary.
Okay.
We have someone like Meso, they are striker. And many of them, they are with us. And we have a player from Abia State. Sometimes she comes to train with us.
Okay.
So many of them are coming.
So that means it's not just based here. Since you made mention of Abia State, that means you can equally allow players outside the shores of the state to be part of Oka Angels FC.
Yes.
That's quite nice. Now let me come back to the sporting director. How would you sustain this club now that you're complaining about issues concerning finance, to sustain the club this year and many years to come? What are the plans?
And that's why we solicit for help from the government in order to assist us, because the club is being run by a head coach, which is making it financially difficult for us to do other things in terms of camping and giving some assistance to the players. So that's why we solicit for help from the government in order to assist us in some areas.
Now, talking about showcasing the club, what have you done to showcase this club just beyond Oka?
We are in Facebook.
Okay.
We are in Instagram.
Okay.
As I'm talking to you now, we have up to 4,000 followers.
4,000 followers
Yes.
already.
Yeah.
Wow, that's huge. And having said that, have you begun preparation for the 2022 ITO Cup? You're representing Anambra State.
Yes, and that is one of the problems that we're having now, because it's turning us to street beggars. We don't have money. Like my co-director said, we don't have anything at all in our hand. And the club is being managed by just an individual.
Okay.
So it's giving us a lot of headache. That's why we are already begging for sponsorship.
From
from
individual,
from
public spirited
individual,
individuals
government,
and the
and-
government.
Yeah.
And definitely I can assure you that this will come. Of course, I've been on this show. There's opportunities to showcase this. That's what we'll do on the show, talk about our grassroots sports. And today we're focusing on Oka Angels FC. Now, let's get your final message from Uchenna Ugochukwu, your message to your fans and supporters as Oka Angels continue to move on, and also as you anticipate to feature in the 2022 ITO Cup.
Yes, we thank our fans, we thank the government, we thank the Anambra FA, the Sports Commission. We thank you all for your support. We thank our able fans, Mr. Ofili. He has been a wonderful person to us. He has been supporting us in some areas, giving us so many assistance. So we thank our able fans, and we promise to do our best.
Okay, the best is what you promised to do. And from you, Nneka Onigwe, your message to the fans of Oka Angels FC.
First of all, I appreciate the Anambra FA Commission. They've been trying, and especially Oka South League, local league council, headed by Mr. Ofri. They've been a great help for us. When they started the Oka South League, he told us to come. And that day he was making an announcement asking people that there are female club in Anambra State. There are a coming up female club in Anambra State that they need help. He tried so much for us.
Okay. That
That day he was making an announcement, and he promised us that he will keep on doing it. This FA Cup we are going to is a huge problem. And we hope that they will help us.
Let's
We
call
really
it a
need help.
challenge that will be surmounted, not a problem this time around. Okay, just before we go on a lighter note, do you play football? As a team manager, did you play before retiring?
I played.
Okay, you played. What position did you play?
I played defender.
Okay, as a defender.
Yes.
And are you planning on friendlies, playing the likes of maybe Nasarawa Amazon, Rivers Angels, Bayelsa Queens in due course as you prepare for the ITO Cup?
Yes.
Okay.
Last week we took on Greenfoot.
Greenfoot.
Yes.
I think it's a club based in Enugu.
Enugu,
Okay.
Yeah. And we draw. It was new.
A goalless draw. It was at the Oka City Stadium.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We wish you all the best as we have the management of Oka Angels FC. We've had Uchenna Ugochukwu, the sporting director of Awka Angels FC, and Nneka Unigwe, team manager Awka Angels FC. Thank you so much for being on the show on a very short notice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course, you heard it, that Awka Angels FC, that's one of the two clubs that will be representing Anambra State in the 2022 ITO Federations Cup. That's the FA Cup, you know, at the national level. So Awka Angels FC will be representing Anambra State in the ITO Cup alongside Marine Madukid's FC. So they need support from public spirited individual and for the government. So if you have any form of support, you reach out to the management of the Awka Angels FC. We'll continue to do our best to showcase clubs like that, and that's a club based on the local scene. Away from that, as we gradually glide down towards the ending of the show, let's talk about Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk has refused to look away from each other during an intense face-off between the pair ahead of the world heavyweight title rematch. And the last time Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua were together in London, the former had just handed the latter a punching 12 pounds defeat at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to dethrone the champions and take the IBF, WBA and WBO heavyweight titles. And the fighters returns to the capital for a press conference on Wednesday ahead of their August 20 rematch in Jeddah that's coming up in Saudi Arabia. Let's go to Egypt. Let's tell you that retired Premier League referee, Egypt has appointed Englishman, retired Premier League referee as to oversee the refereeing in the country. A former English Premier League referee, McClattenburg, has been appointed as the head of the Egypt's newly created refereeing committee, and the decision was made after the meeting of the Egyptian Football Association, the EFA, and that was on Wednesday. And the EFA's move comes as local referees have been criticized by a lot of clubs in the Egyptian Premier League over their officiating this season. In recent years, teams have threatened to withdraw from the league in protest over what they perceive as poor decisions, which have cost them vital points in their quest to win the Egyptian Premier League. So it's official that McClattenburg is now have been brought in by the Egyptian Football Association to oversee the refereeing and to get things right out there. And we hope that in subsequent weeks and months to come and years, the officiating in the English, in the Egyptian football will be better. Same situation we have in the Nigerian league. Officiating or sometime crops up, poor officiating sometimes crops up as a big challenge, and we want that to stop. At the moment, you know, at the top level of Nigerian football is the Nigeria Professional Football League. Then you have the second tier of Nigerian club football, which is the national, which is the NNL, Nigerian National League. And then you have the Nationwide League, the third tier, the fourth tier, Nationwide League 2, fifth tier, and Nationwide League 3. And we hear there's been some reforms in the Nationwide League. That the Nationwide League 3 in no distant time will now be strictly under 19. That's as a result of the meeting, the findings and the result of the outcome of the meeting, the resolutions taken from the management of the Nigerian Nationwide League. So we'll keep you updated on what's going on. But remember that action continues today at the Awka City Stadium. We are talking about the Anambra State Athletics Championship. Today we'll be having 200 meters event. There will also be finals of the 400 meters for under 15 and under 17 for both boys and girls. 200 meters heat 1 and heat 2. Also heat 3 will also be featuring today for male and female for under 15 and under 17. Then we'll have a javelin. The javelin event will also be happening today. Watch out for shot put. Shot put event is also happening today, and also high jump and long jump we hear according to reports are coming through from according to report from the coach of athletics in Anambra State, Johnny Iboka, who gave us this information as regards what is happening in athletics at the junior level in Anambra State. And just before we jet, let me just remind you that tomorrow is another time Rangers International will be taking on Shooting Stars FC at the Awka City Stadium. That match is coming up by 4 p.m. Be there and see the best of football. That's the size of the show this morning. Sports Today on ABS TV. Thanks a lot for being part of it. My name is Ike Nwokede. Have a lovely weekend and keep sporting. Bye-bye now.